It's homecoming week at Jamestown High School, and the number 5 Blue Jays are hosting number 2 Century. The back-to-back state champs are in town today for a West Region matchup. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com, and streaming with video tonight on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. We'll hope you've had a good reset after another long weekend of sports in Jamestown. The Blue Jay volleyball team has been off since last Thursday when they defeated St. Mary's in straight sets here, or in 4 sets rather, here at home at Jerry Meyer Arena against the Saints. That 4th set, 25-12 for the Blue Jays, and Jamestown taking down the team that really was a thorn in their side all of last season. And what do you get as a reward for that? Well, you get the team that's won back-to-back state titles and 6 of the last 7 state titles as Century is in town. Bismarck Century has won a share of the West Region every year since 2014, including that 2014 season. The last time the Patriots didn't win at least a share of the West Region was in 2013 when Jamestown won the West and then won the state tournament. They won 4 straight from 2015 through 2018, back-to-back state champs here for Century, and the number 2 team right now in Class A. They get number 5 Jamestown on this homecoming week here at Jerry Meyer Arena. There's always something extra special in the air when it's homecoming week, and maybe a little extra for Jamestown coming into this match tonight. Let's check out your West Region standings as they sit at this moment in time before matches get underway this evening. Bismarck High, Legacy, and Century are all 4-0 in the West Region so far this season. Century number 2, Bismarck High is number 4. Bismarck High 6-4 on the year, Century 9-1 overall. Legacy is 7-4 this season, but they've had a hot start to West Region play this year. Dickinson 6-4 overall. They are 3-0 in the West Region. Then there's Jamestown 11-1 and 4-1. 11-1 overall, 4-1 in the West, and then it kind of drops off from there in a drastic way. Minot 1-3, Watford City 1-3, Williston 1-4 in the West Region. St. Mary's, just talked about them. They're 0-3 in the West, but they've had Murderers Row to start the season. I'm sure we'll see them bounce back pretty quickly. Mandan is 1-9 overall, 0-3 in the West Region. I think that's probably the big shocker out of the West so far is Mandan's record. Turtle Mountain 0-4 overall and in the West Region this season. Matchups tonight: Watford City's on the road at Minot. St. Mary's is at Turtle Mountain this evening. Mandan at Williston. And the other premier matchup outside of this one, Legacy at Bismarck High this evening. Century hosts Bismarck High on Thursday, and then they'll be at Turtle Mountain on Saturday. So 3 matches this week for Century. On the other side for Jamestown, this is the point in time where they finally take a pause. They've been going nonstop since the Bismarck Public Schools crossover. They had 3 matches a week ago, 2 matches last week. I mean, this is something they just have not stopped going since the season has started. So they'll get this match tonight against Century, and then they're off until next Thursday. Not this upcoming one, but 9 days from today. They'll be at Bismarck High to get back into action. So this is the last match of a long stretch here for Jamestown before 9 days off, and we'll see how they respond from that rest once we get back from this break. But keyed in now on trying to take down Century and hand him their first loss in the West Region this season. The only loss on the year so far for the Patriots came in that Bismarck Public Schools crossover. They lost to West Fargo Cheyenne in 3 sets. Of course, we saw Jamestown go 7-0 in that Bismarck Public Schools crossover. The Jays did not play West Fargo Cheyenne, though, and Cheyenne is currently the number 1 team in Class A volleyball, and that is according to the latest poll. Century number 2, Jamestown number 5. This makes it the premier matchup of the evening, not only in the West Region, but the state of North Dakota tonight. This is the best volleyball match on the docket, Jamestown and Bismarck Century. The Blue Jays, that win over St. Mary's last Thursday here at home, propelled them to 11-1 on the year, and Bernadette Newman was spectacular, to say the least. 17 kills for Newman, including 8 kills in the second set in that win over St. Mary's. A 4-set victory for Jamestown. McKenna Knoll dished out 26 assists in the victory for the Blue Jays. On the other side for Century, they come in after a sweep of Williston at home. Logan Nisley had 11 kills. Eden Fridley finished with 9 kills, and Erica Lee had 8 for Bismarck Century. Century dropped a set to St. Mary's, did not drop a set to Watford City. They've had a pretty easy start to their schedule outside of that St. Mary's matchup, and that's not saying anything poorly against Century by any means. That's just kind of how your schedule lines up to start the year. They'll see their schedule pick up in a big way starting tonight, and then again on Thursday they take on Bismarck High in what's sure to be a fun matchup. Claire Bauman is the leading killer on the team for Century coming into play today. 27 kills on the year for Bauman, and Logan Isley, we saw her just trying to recover from foot surgery from over this off season, so getting back into the swing of things. She's only sitting at 18 kills on the year. This is all in West Region play so far this season for Century. Again, 6-1 in the Bismarck Public Schools crossover, and then 3-0 in the West to start this year. Jamestown with a 4-set victory over St. Mary's after defeating Turtle Mountain here at home on Saturday, September 6th in straight sets. Jamestown has beaten Williston as well as Minot High. They fell to Legacy in 4 sets on the road in Bismarck, and that's the lone blemish for Jamestown so far this season, trying to avoid that crooked number next to their name in the loss column. Century trying to do that as well. Blue Jays led in kills this season by Bernadette Newman after her spectacular performance the last time out. She's got 49 kills in the West Region this season. Haley Hawkinson has 40. McKenna Nold with 27. On that back row, Aspen Peterson continues to be phenomenal for Jamestown. She's averaging 22 digs per match in matches played in the WDA so far this season. McKenna Nold at 18.4 assists per match this year for Jamestown. Again, all those stats are in West Region play so far this season. Jamestown's got major help with the service line from Riley Joseph as well as Bree Otley. And then you look up front when you can throw in some younger faces, and Edie Hagerly and Leah Trumbauer on the floor learning some things while also contributing at a high level for Jamestown. Makes this matchup tonight against Century very interesting. We'll see Hope and Claire Bauman kind of control things offensively with Eden Fridley for Century, and then of course Logan Nisley. But this is a deep roster for Century as well. Claire and Hope Bauman, and then you've got Eden Fridley, Sadie Weigel will see some time on the court, and Triana Bachman, as well as Quinn Coast. Coast will do some setting, and then Erica Lee as well. I mean, this is a very talented Century side. There's no doubt about it. 9-1 overall, 4-0 in the West Region. But when we talked with the Blue Jay volleyball team before this season even got started, it seemed to them like it's all a mentality thing, just knowing that, hey, any given night, any given match, we can come out and we can win against anybody we're playing. Doesn't matter if it's St. Mary's, doesn't matter if it's Bismarck High, doesn't matter if it's Century. We just have to come out and play our brand of volleyball, play that style of volleyball, and that's what Haley Hawkinson, Aspen Peterson, and Birdie Newman all said coming into this year, was we just do those things. We forget about the jersey on the other side, play our style of volleyball, and we'll be okay. And certainly so far this year, we saw Jamestown in that 3rd set against St. Mary's drop a set here at home, and some things wavered in that 3rd set. Century, or rather St. Mary's, going on that 12-0 run in set 3. But then you saw Jamestown respond. They scored 6 points in a row in that 3rd set. They kind of flipped the momentum back to their side going into set 4, and then they took care of business. And that's all you're asking your side to do, is just be mentally tough, reset, refocus any given set, any given point, any given match. And that can be especially tough when you're playing a team that's so high-powered on both sides, a team that's so well respected across the state, and a team that's just frankly so darn good in Century. This is a big-time matchup in the West Region, a big-time matchup in Class A. Jamestown, yes, you want to get a win tonight, but I think more importantly, you just want to show yourself that you can play with Century. You can play with anybody in this conference and anybody in this state, and that builds the confidence going forward. You get a win, and then you can really prove that you can play with anybody, and that might give you uber confidence going forward. But take it one point at a time, take it one set at a time, and just see where the cards may fall when this one is all said and done. We are less than 4 minutes away from the national anthem being played here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. Blue Jay volleyball on your Tuesday evening. The rest of this week on Jamestown 107.1, we'll have your video stream for Blue Jay football. Friday night is homecoming, and the homecoming football game features Watford City. The Wolves come to town to take on the Blue Jays. That's number 1 Jamestown. 15 out of 17 first place votes in the latest poll coming into this week for the reigning state champions in football. Again, Jamestown welcomes in Watford City Friday night. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff from Hanson Stadium. And then we'll be back at Hanson Stadium on Saturday as the University of Jamestown gets ready to face their toughest competition of the season up to date. Number 4 Northwestern is at Hanson Stadium on Saturday, 1 p.m., taking on the Jimmies. We'll talk with head coach Brian Mistro before that game and hopefully talk with one of his coordinators after the game, which would mean that Jamestown gets a victory over Northwestern. We're talking to Coach Mistro after losses this year, before every game, but after losses, and then in wins, we're talking to his coordinators. So hopefully we're talking to Jason Shalene or Shane Clancy after that game on Saturday, because that would be a shock in the NAIA football world. If you want to check out what's happening in our local sports broadcast schedule, you can head to newsdakota.com, click on the sports section, and right there underneath that first tab is your sports schedule. We've got games going on in Carrington tonight, Oaks, as well as Valley City this evening for volleyball. So do not miss out on that, but I don't think you want to tune anywhere but here, because this is the best match in the state tonight. Number 5 Jamestown, number 2 Century, and two sides that are hungry for another victory, hungry to prove themselves to one another, I think, first and foremost. And Jamestown trying to show that it's not the same Blue Jays side that Century saw last season, that Century was able to get by here at Jerry Meyer Arena. We're going to step aside, take a 3.5-minute break as we get ready for the national anthem inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. When we return, we'll go through the starters for both sides, take a look at your lineups and the starting 6 plus the liberos for each team, and then we'll have first serve from right here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. Tuesday night volleyball in the West region, Jamestown and Century. Both sides have lost one match this season. Jamestown's 11-1. Century is 9-1 on the year. Blue Jays are trying to hand the Patriots their first loss in West Region play this season. We're back in 3.5 minutes to Jerry Meyer Arena as we get set for the national anthem. You're listening to Blue Jay Volleyball on Jamestown 107.1 and our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. On our YouTube page tonight, streaming live with video courtesy of Gun and Reel Sports and Johnny B's Brick House.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Enjoy the rustic Frontier Fort Bar, Grill, and Gift Shop. The gift shop is open year-round with North Dakota tourism gifts and unique jewelry. And for a true Dakota Territory dining experience, the Frontier Fort Grill is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday. Every Thursday night, get a rack of ribs, fries, coleslaw, and toast for just $9.95. And their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in or call for takeout at 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
Two Rivers Printing is your local source for anything printed on paper. As a full-service print shop, they offer quick print services for all kinds of posters, flyers, and business forms. They also print banner signs, invitations, cookbooks, thank you cards, and more. They can also do wide format printing in matte, gloss, blueprints, and vinyl. With decades of experience, you know it will be done quickly and done right. Call Two Rivers Printing at 251-1266 at the end of 10th Street in Jamestown.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease. With nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Frank, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand, you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional eye care centers, clearly the best.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun and Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Paris Decum with a beautiful rendition of the national anthem here inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. Paris, who certainly will use those skills during a later season, during this activities year for Jamestown. Blue Jays and Patriots, Century and Jamestown, top volleyball match in the state tonight. Pits number 2 Century against number 5 Jamestown. It's the 6th match in the West region this season for the Blue Jays, 5th match in the West this year for Bismarck Century. Jamestown being announced here at Jerry Meyer Arena. Blue Jays in their white uniform, Century in their red. The libero for Century will wear the dark blue. Jamestown's libero, Aspen Peterson, in the light blue this evening for the Blue Jays. Well, we'll see if Jamestown can get it out to Bernadette Newman quickly and really often today. Jamestown in that first set against St. Mary's got a win, cruised to a pretty easy victory for the most part, but we didn't see Newman heavily involved. She had just 1 kill in the first set, then went on to have 8 kills in set 2, kind of carry Jamestown through that second set, and that's something that she can do in any given set. We see that on the other side for the Patriots as well. It's going to be the top talents in the state here facing off top talents in the West region, getting to square off, and a chance for Jamestown to really put a pretty big exclamation point on the start of this season. If you can go your first 13 matches and go 12-1 with a win over Century and a perfect record at the Bismarck Public Schools crossover, that's a great way to start the year. Head coach Sarah Hagerly in her 9th season for the Blue Jays after going 24-13 a year ago, 14-6 in the West. That was 3rd place during the regular season, but they fell to St. Mary's in that state qualifier match that ended a 5-year consecutive streak in the state tournament for Jamestown. Starters for the Blue Jays, Bernadette Newman will start, Kinley Anderson, as well as Leah Trumbauer. We'll see Aspen Peterson in, McKenna Nold, and Jamestown and Century both circle around in the middle. Glad that you are with us tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, Jamestown 107.1 Sports on YouTube. A big thanks to our sponsors of this video broadcast, Gun and Reel Sports, as well as Johnny B's Brick House. Both located in downtown Jamestown. Haven Fitterer, the libero for Bismarck Century. Wait to come in for the Patriots. Aspen Peterson does the same on the right side of the floor for the Blue Jays. Set 1, and what's bound to be a fun one this evening here at Jerry Meyer Arena. Fitterer to the back row with Logan Nisley as well as Geneva Ding. On the front line, Claire Bauman, Quinn Coast, and just moving from the front line towards the back, Eden Fridley. Jamestown, Knoll, Peterson, and Newman, Trumbauer, Frank, and Hawkinson. McKenna Knoll serves from the right side for the Blue Jays. Set 1 between number 2 Century and number 5 Jamestown is underway with a serve at Fitterer, tapped over, and Hawkinson just sends it right back for Jamestown. Set off on the left side, attacked by Fridley. She got a touch up top, and the kill and point belongs to Century here to start set 1, 1-0. Patriots on top. Jaron Matheny, glad to be with you here on 107.1 FM, 1400 AM. Streaming online on YouTube tonight. Just search Jamestown 107.1 Sports. Serve is over into the middle. McKenna Knoll, left side, Haley Hawkinson taps it down, but missed the near side line. It's an attack error for the Blue Jays and a point for Century. It sends the junior Eden Fridley back to the service line. Fridley, 6 foot even, serves at Leah Trumbauer. McKenna Knoll back set right for Renee Frock. Blockers were there initially for Century. Now from the back row, Birdie Newman stuffed up front. Knoll, this time Hawkinson finds the space, and Haley Hawkinson's got a kill for Jamestown in this opening set. 2-1, Blue Jays trail Century, and Riley Joseph is on to serve for the Blue Jays. Defensive specialist, and a nice spin serve from Joseph. Left side, Nisley up against the blockers, and it's blocked by Jamestown. Trumbauer and Hawkinson slide over and get the point. It's 2-2. The Blue Jays able to block Nisley. Geneva Ding setting her up, but we're tied at 2 in the opening set. Riley Joseph serves to the back row. Ding, left side into the middle. Nisley too far. Attack error by the Patriots. Point for Jamestown. And the Blue Jays are on top for the first time in this match. It's 3-2 Jamestown in the set. Joseph serves again. A more arc to this one. Ding didn't quite get it up into the air. Fridley swings too strong and out. Point Jamestown. Another attack error by Century here in this opening set. They've given Jamestown 3 consecutive points via the attack error. 4-2 Blue Jays in the first. Riley Joseph dons the number 1 jersey, serves again. Another nice serve from Joseph. Ding backs up, puts it in the air, and the blockers are there for Jamestown. Birdie Newman and Haley Hawkinson on the block. Blue Jays up 5-2 in set 1, and Jamestown has rattled off 5 consecutive points. Riley Joseph serves. 5-0 run by Jamestown here in the first. Ding sets it over. Newman tapped it back down. Now a back row attack over from Fridley. Nisley, left side, sends it down the line. Knoll pops it up. Peterson left for Newman. She got blocked back, and a point for Century. Patriots right there on that front line. They're going to contest everything up front. Claire Bauman gets the stuff, and she now serves for Century in this opening set. 5-3, Blue Jays on top. Fridley, line drive serve, and a service ace. Make that Claire Bauman from that back row with a service ace. And Bauman serves once again for Century. Patriots trail Jamestown 5-4 in the opening set. Deep breath from Bauman, a little bit unconventional with her serve. It's at Peterson on the back row. Knoll, left side, Haley Hawkinson, cross court and down. Second kill for Haley Hawkinson, second assist for McKenna Knoll. Point Jamestown. It's 6-4 Blue Jays in the opening set. Bree Otley's on to serve. Kinley Anderson is in on the front row for Jamestown. Otley serves at Nisley. Ding for Nisley. Left side, blockers push it back over for Jamestown. Now a back row attack from Fridley. Otley, Knoll in the middle. Left side, Newman winds up off her back foot. Still rocks it over. And now a push coming back to the Jamestown end. Otley for Knoll. Right side, Leah Trumbauer, soft touch, didn't go down, but a free ball coming back to Jamestown. Joseph, Knoll in the middle for Anderson. Dug out, and then down. Point Jamestown, Kinley Anderson, give her the kill. Knoll on the assist, her third. 7-4 Blue Jays in set 1. Bree Otley looks at head coach Sarah Hagerly where she wants her to serve the ball. Hagerly pointing out at Fitterer, the libero. Nisley, soft touch, and down for the point. Make it 7-5. Jamestown in front of Century in the opening set. Adriana Bachman coming in for Century. Twin Coast serves on the right side for Bismarck Century. To the back row of Jamestown, Joseph for Knoll, Newman, nice dig. for the Patriots. Looked like Fridley got to it, and now Peterson pops it up. Right side attack, Trumbauer kept up by Nold as it came back over to the Blue Jays. Now Trumbauer serves, or hits it down that net line rather. Back row Fridley, dug by Peterson. Nold from far away tries to set up Newman, who just rolls it over. Coast, left side, Nisley, cross court, dipped it down that line and in for the point. Logan Nisley's got back-to-back kills and back-to-back points for Century. 7-6 Jamestown in the first. Quinn Coast, the junior, serves from the right side. Newman had trouble with it. Service ace for Century. Their second ace of this opening set, and we're tied up at 7 here in set 1. Coast at Joseph in the middle for McKenna Knoll. Back set right side. Trumbauer snuck it between the blockers and down for the point. Leah Trumbauer with her first kill. Fourth assist for McKenna Knoll. Edie Hagerly comes on after the kill for Leah Trumbauer. And now the sophomore Hagerly. She's given a lot of teams problems with her serve in the early portion of this season. Back set right side, Nisley open window and takes care of it. Point Century, 8-8 Jamestown, and the Patriots tied up in set 1. Logan Nisley serves from the left side. Cross court serve, Joseph into the air. Hagerly left and a touch from McKenna Knoll, back for Jamestown. Now a swing over from Newman. In the middle, Coast, left side, blockers there for the Blue Jays, and Jamestown's blockers take care of it. McKenna Knoll and Kenley Anderson. Point Jamestown, Monet Franck is on, Blue Jays up 9-8. First set lead, and Birdie Newman serves from the near side. Cross court serve, Coast in the middle, sets up her attacker Erica Lee. Nice dig from Aspen Peterson, and Jamestown free balls it back over. Blockers keep it alive for the Blue Jays. Hagerly off for Franck, tapped over. Now Jamestown just free balls it back. Nisley in the middle, Coast back set right side, stuffed initially by the Blue Jays as Bachman went up for the kill. That was stuffed by the net line. Say Jamestown had a touch there. That should have been 4 touches against Century. Rolled over, Blue Jays get the point. It's a lift. Point Jamestown, 10-8 in set 1. Birdie Newman to serve. 10-8 lead in the first set for the Blue Jays. Coast out wide, left side, Fridley cross court. We had a whistle blow. And a net violation against Jamestown gives the point to Century. Senior Haven Fitterer serves at the Blue Jay back row. That's where Edie Hagerly is. Free ball coming back at Fitterer. Coast in the middle, left side, blockers stuff it back for Jamestown. Nisley shoves it over. Backpedaling Newman for Hagerly. Left side, Monet Franck winds up and she's blocked. Bachman with the stuff, and we're tied at 10 in the first. Fitterer serves once again. Century from left to right on your radio dial. As McKenna Knoll rolls over. Left side attack. Blockers for Jamestown up against Eden Fridley. Anderson and Knoll on the far side get the block. Point Jamestown, 11-8 Blue Jays. I tell you, so far, you're seeing a lot of fight, a lot of grit, and we'll see about the mental toughness aspect as we continue through this match. Aspen Peterson just touched the net on the serve, and it's an ace for Aspen Peterson. First ace for the Blue Jays. Jamestown serves with a 12-10 lead in set 1. Peterson's serve is down the line, in the middle for Coast. Left side attack, Fridley just soft touch, drops it in for the point. So point for Century. Geneva Ding is back in. That sends Bachman to the bench. Ding, lob serve, and an ace. Third ace of this first set for Bismarck Century. That ties us at 12. Lob serve from Ding. And she'll try it once again. Up and over at Benet Franck. Hagerly for Hawkinson. Jamestown didn't have a clean look at it. Ding sets left side. Fridley over at Peterson. Blue Jays go out wide right. McKenna Knoll down the line and in for her first kill. Hagerly on the assist. McKenna Knoll serves with the Blue Jays ahead 13-12 in the first. Line drive serve. Ding right at the net line, tapped over by Century. Peterson tried to kick it out left and Benet Franck free balls over. Ding in the middle. Bauman tapped it over. Now Jamestown, Knoll, left side Franck, left hand and down. Point Blue Jays. Fifth assist for McKenna Knoll. Benet Franck gets the kill with the left hand. Jamestown 14, Century 12 in set one. Knoll serves from the far side of the floor. Line drive shot at Fitterer. Ding out left. And Bauman cross court and down. Point Century. We've seen Jamestown capitalize on some early mistakes by Century, but the Patriots are so tough to beat. They just don't. 1 point goes the other side, and they're locked back in for the next point just like that. McKenna Knoll back sets right. Benet Franck cross court. Fitterer digs it out. And now rallied over to the Jamestown side. Knoll out left. Franck didn't get it over the net. It's 4 touches on the Blue Jays as it ricocheted off the net back towards Jamestown. Make it 14-14 in the first set. Fridley serves at Newman. Knoll for Hawkinson. Blocked up front. Bauman as well as Coast on the block for Century. Patriots are the first team to 15 as we go back and forth here in set one. Fridley right in the middle at Newman. Knoll on the Blue Jay logo for Leah Trumbauer, and it is a net violation on Century. Point for Jamestown. Briggs Riley Joseph on to serve, tied at 15 in the first. Joseph, softer touch on the serve, set out left side, and the blockers keep it alive for Jamestown. Back row, Fitterer hits it over. Peterson watches it go too far. Point Jamestown. Aspen Peterson with a nice read on the back row for the Blue Jays. 16-15 in set one. Riley Joseph down the line at Nisley. They'll get it back to Nisley, left side, tapped it over the blockers and in. Point for Century. It's 16 all. Timeout for Jamestown. Coach Hagerly didn't like something she saw there as we're tied at 16 in set one. We'll step aside, back with more Blue Jay volleyball and 30 seconds here on the gym.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Original!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Original!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
16-16 in set one. Jamestown tied with Bismarck Century in this opening set. Best matchup of volleyball on the docket tonight across the state of North Dakota is right here in Jamestown. Number 5 Blue Jays, number 2 Patriots this evening. And so far, so good. It's lived up to it so far through the first set. Tied up at 16, both sides. 3-0 run here, 3-0 run there. 5-0 run for Jamestown, the longest run of this opening set. But it's Century serving. Bauman into the middle, left side, Birdie Newman off the top of the blockers and over. Nisley gets the set out wide left, ricochets it off the hands of the blockers and down for the point. Oh, Logan Nisley's been a problem for Jamestown in set one. Mark it up 5 kills for her in this opening set. Claire Bauman serves in Aspen Peterson on the back row. Nold gets to it right side. Trumbauer against the blockers, and Newman just knocked it over. Ding up front. Was looking for Erica Lee. Now Hawkinson winds that right arm up and sends it over. Ding once again for Lee in the middle. Erica Lee on the kill for Century. Patriots now up 2 as we get to the later stages of set number 1. 18-16, Century on top. Bauman serving again, line drive serve, handcuffed Riley Joseph, now up in the air for Birdie Newman. She hit it wide, point for Century, 19-16 Patriots in set 1. Coach Hagerly calls the timeout. Jamestown out of that timeout has given up 3 straight points on the other side. Bauman, another line drive serve. This is at Aspen Peterson. McKenna Nold off for Haley Hawkinson. Nearly sat on top of the net line, and we've got a net violation on Jamestown. So 5 in a row here for Century. Now 20-16, and the Blue Jays want to talk it over a little bit more. 20-16, Century leads Jamestown in set 1, and Coach Hagerly looking for an explanation on that net violation. Step aside, back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay volleyball.
Paying your energy bill the old-fashioned way takes a lot of steps, including all those steps to the mailbox. ePay from Otter Tail Power Company is an easier way to manage your account anytime, anywhere, even from your mobile phone. It's free. It's easy. Take the first step. Enroll at otpco.com/epay. Otter Tail Power Company. On for you.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
20-16, Century on top of Jamestown. It's set 1 here from Jerry Meyer Arena. 5 consecutive points for the Patriots force a second timeout for head coach Sarah Hagerly's squad. And now Jamestown will look to respond late in this first set. Claire Bauman continues to serve. And 5 consecutive points for Century. Just talked about it before the timeout. Jamestown went on a 5-0 run once they got on the board here in this first set. That was the longest run up to this point. Free ball coming back over from Haley Hawkinson as the Blue Jays trail by 4 in set 1. Erica Lee, cross-court kill attempt. Lee shoves it right back at Jamestown. Blue Jays with a free ball coming back over into the middle. Ding, back set, right side, down the line. Blue Jays dig it up with Peterson. Now Newman off of blocker's hands. Nisley to it, right back over to Hawkinson, who slams it down. Haley Hawkinson's 3rd kill of this opening set came on a ball that was right up to her. Silver platter, and Hawkinson takes care of it. 20-17 with Otley serving. Jamestown trails in set 1, serves at Fitterer. Ding out left, and a point for Century. And just continue to feed that far side of the court with Logan Nisley. Will Century, and try to continue from there. Aspen Peterson back on for the Blue Jays. 21-17, Patriots in front, and a service error for Century off the right arm of Quinn Coast. Edie Hagerly is in. And Jamestown trails by 3 points here in set 1, but Edie Hagerly, as we said the first time around, she's given some teams trouble with her serve this season. Line drive serve, Fitterer kept it in. Coast left side, blocked down. Blue Jays nearly got a point out of it. It's just shoved back to Jamestown. In the middle, Hagerly back sets right. McKenna Nold, soft tap, dug out. Coast left for Nisley. She goes cross court. Nice dig from Joseph. Now Hagerly for Newman. And she got blocked up front. Century was there on the slide. Bachman and Coast with the rejection. 22-18 Patriots. No Logan Nisley. She's committed to Nebraska to play basketball next year. And it looks like Jamestown, 2 touches on that set by Edie Hagerly is what the call is. 23-18. Nisley serves once again. Line drive is at Riley Joseph. Hagerly up the middle for Birdie Newman. Newman, first kill of the match for Birdie Newman. Comes late in this first set, 23-19. Jamestown trailing Century. Set one action from Jerry Maiorina. Newman serves to the back row, backing up coast, tapped it off left side. Jamestown keeps it up on the attack. Benet Franck, nice dig from Nisley, kept it alive, and now a free ball coming back. Peterson, Hagerly in the middle, back set right side. McKenna Nold, soft touch, and we got a net violation on Century. Point Jamestown. 23-20. You're looking, if you're Jamestown and Birdie Newman, if you can get back-to-back points here, you got a real shot to keep this first set alive, at least into overtime. Hagerly in the middle, left side, Benet Franck went against the blockers. Blue Jays kept it up. Now other side of the court, Knoll just rolls it over. Pushed up into the sky, back row, Fitterer sends it back to Peterson. Hagerly up the middle for Kinley Anderson. Point Jamestown, 3 in a row for the Blue Jays. Kinley Anderson's got 2 kills in this first set. Newman serving as Jamestown trails by just 2 points in set one. Century wants a timeout. And Coach Jamie Zastopil. Their first timeout for Century in the opening set. As Jamestown playing tough in set one. Not going down without a fight. And that's something you love to see. It was 21-16. Now 23-21. Century still on top, but Jamestown clawing back in and serving with Newman out of the timeout. Glad you're with us. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, online at newsdakota.com. We're streaming with video on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. For those who are watching on YouTube, we thank you for joining us this evening. Our video stream is sponsored by Gun and Reel Sports and Johnny B's Brick House, both of downtown Jamestown. 23-21, Century in the first set. Logan Nisley has been a problem for Jamestown. Birdie Newman serves for the Blue Jays. Left side, a shove coming cross court at Newman. Hagerly, back sets right. McKenna Nold drops it in. Point Jamestown, assists for Edie Hagerly. McKenna Nold, that's kill number 2 in this set for her. And Jamestown is a point away from tying up set 1. Birdie Newman down the line on the serve. And a service ace for Newman. Point Jamestown. We are tied at 23 in the first set. Birdie Newman serves again. Jamestown has rounded off 4 consecutive points. Fitterer into the middle, backing up coast, right side, sent over to Peterson. Edie Hagerly up left for Benet Franck. Fitterer can't handle it. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays are at set point here in the first. Century needs another timeout. Oh, baby. First set has been a fun one between Jamestown and Century. Blue Jays battling back. They've scored 5 consecutive points here in set 1. And Jamestown's got a shot to take this first set without overtime. Birdie Newman controlling it from the service line. Coach Hagerly points up. We get the point here. Great. There it is. A set win. If we don't, what's next? Those sort of things battling through. University of Jamestown men's volleyball player Downey Hune has joined this assistant coaching staff for the Blue Jays. He talks with Birdie Newman now. Jamestown looking for a comeback win in set 1. Trailed by as many as 5 points in this opening set, but it is set point, 24-23, Jamestown. Newman serves. Fitterer into the middle, coast back set, right side. Blockers kept it alive initially for Jamestown. but it's a kill for Adriana Bachman, and we're headed to overtime in this first set. 24 all. Haven Fitterer, the libero, slides on that serve at Newman. McKenna Knoll back sets right to the Patriots, and now Peterson runs it down. Knoll, left side, Benet Franck blocked. Point Century. 25-24 Patriots, and now Century for the first time is at set point in this opening set. Fitterer to serve once again. Down the line at Franck. Hagerly kept it alive in the middle for a free ball. Coast up front, off the blockers. Claire Bauman gets the kill, and the opening set goes to Bismarck Century. Jamestown had to fight back in this first set. They got it to overtime, but ultimately could not capitalize on that set point. So Century takes set one, 26-24 over Jamestown. We've got set two action coming your way after the break. Jamestown 107.1 AM 1400, streaming live with video on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page, courtesy of Gun and Reel Sports and Johnny B's Brick House.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com.
Hey, this is Sean from the Jamestown Country Club. Thanks for a great season, the largest turnout ever for the FCCU Labor Day Classic. Congratulations to our champion, Brian Meyer. With that said, the Country Club is still open and enjoyable for great fall golf. Come out and enjoy a nice cool round of golf and a cold beverage before the season ends. And it's never too early to think about next year's season. The Country Club is offering memberships already, and make your purchase before October 31st. You'll receive 5 free guest passes.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need, because we're not satisfied until you are. Different, you bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmies from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
Century takes set one, 26-24 over Jamestown. The Patriots, they were at set point against Jamestown. It was 24-23 Blue Jays after the Jays rattled off 5 consecutive points to get there. Jamestown drops the next 3 points. Century takes set one, 26-24. And now buckle your seatbelts because we're ready for set number 2. Blue Jays led in kills by Haley Hawkinson with 3 in that opening set. 5 assists for both Edie Hagerly and McKenna Knoll, according to our totals up here. Those are unofficial stats here this evening. Logan Nisley on the other side. She's up to 5 kills for Century. And Geneva Ding, the setter, serves as we begin set 2. McKenna Knoll off on the left side for Hawkinson. Blockers there, and a free ball coming back from Jamestown. Nisley into the middle for Ding. Left side attack for Fridley. Punched up. Point Blue Jays. Blockers got to it first for Jamestown. Century couldn't handle it from there. Point for Jamestown, 1-0 Blue Jays in this second set. Riley Joseph is on to serve in place of Benet Franck. Joseph line drive serve and trouble with it for Fridley. Service ace for the Blue Jays. 3rd of the match. First for Riley Joseph. Point Jamestown. 2-0 Jays here in the second set. 1-0 in the match in favor of Century after a 26-24 set one win. Attack air on the Patriots. Point Blue Jays make it 3-0. Joseph serves again for Jamestown. Once they got on the board in that first set, they rattled off 5 consecutive points. Pancake for Nisley, came back over to the Blue Jays. McKenna Nold, left side. Newman down the line, and just too far, no touch. And now we get a touch. Head official saw it, Point Jamestown, and the kill for Birdie Newman. Joseph serves in a 4-0 lead for the Blue Jays to open up the second set. Fitterer on the back row, backing up into the middle. Soft touch over by Fridley. And Joseph dives out to try and get to it. Ricochets off of Newman. Point for Century, make it 4-1. Nothing easy on either side today. Number 5, Jamestown. Number 2, Century. Eden Fridley serves the back row. Nold into the middle for Birdie Newman. Off the blockers and down. Point Blue Jays. 7 assists for McKenna. 3 kills for Newman. Briotley serving with a 5-1 lead in set 2. Jerry Meyer falling pretty quiet as nearly a service ace came back on Jamestown's side. That's a tough one for the Blue Jays to swallow. Nice serve from Briotley. Got one touch back over to Newman. She tried to dump it down, and Century just punched it back over and it fell in. Claire Bauman. Turns her body off the tape and in for an ace. Three service aces in the first set for Century. That's the first of set number 2. Brings them back within 2 points in the second. Joseph into the middle for McKenna Nold. Back set right side. Leah Trumbauer goes cross court. Tried to spin one in. Too far. It's an attack air and a point for Century. And now Bauman continues to serve for the Patriots. Claire Bauman winds up. Sends it over at Newman. This is tap back down from Coast and then back over to Century. Nisley with her back foot on that 3-meter line, hits it over. Now a set comes back over at Anderson. She tried to tap it down. Nisley one swing. Back row, Peterson pops it up. McKenna Nold, near side, Newman goes cross court. Longest rally here of set 2. Back row attack for Bauman, and it's in. Point Century, and we're tied at 5 in the second. So how do you do? Jamestown 5-0 run, Century 5-0 run. Just punch for punch so far in each of the first 2 sets. Bauman's got another ace. Point for the Patriots, makes it 6-5. Line drive serve, Riley Joseph handles it, near side, Newman up into the air, cross court. Nice dig, keeps it alive, and a push back to Jamestown. Knoll, right side, soft from Trumbauer. Another great dig by Century, this time Coast to it. Knoll for Newman, off the blockers, and shoved back. How did Century keep that alive? And Nisley gets the point. Timeout for Jamestown, 7-0 run for the Patriots here in set 2, and it's 7-5, Century in front of Jamestown in the second set, 1-0 in the match in favor of the Patriots. We're back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay volleyball here on 107.1 and our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page, brought to you by Gun and Reel Sports and Johnny B's Brick House.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
7-5, Century in front of Jamestown. It's second set action from Jerry Meyer Arena. Jaron Matheny with you. 107.1 AM 1400 online at newsdakota.com. You can stream us worldwide on our Jamestown 107.1 app. Claire Bauman continues to serve for Century with the Patriots on top 7-5 in set two. Back row attack over from Bauman. Jamestown digs with Aspen Peterson. Back set right. Trumbauer too strong. Did not get a touch as she went cross court. Jamestown was looking for that touch. Point for Century makes it 8-5 here in set two. Aspen Peterson again on the back row has been something to watch for Jamestown. Edie Hagerly comes on for Trumbauer. Bauman. Line drive serve at Joseph. Knoll pops it up. Kinley Anderson off a back foot. It was dug out by Bauman. Now Nisley left side rolls it over at the back row. Peterson got it up first. Right back to Century. Right side tap. Coast doesn't put it down. And now we got a net violation on Jamestown. Point for Century. And they've rattled off. Make that 9 in a row. Bauman serving again. Newman for Joseph. Left side, Joseph on a nice set there for Anderson. Instead, opposite side, Nisley off the blocker. Century has taken over in set two. 10 straight points for the Patriots. Bauman serves at the Blue Jay back row. Riley Joseph. McKenna Nold for Birdie Newman. Just a hair too far. Attack air by Jamestown. We saw this against St. Mary's with the Blue Jays struggling just for one stretch, and then they responded. Let's see if they can respond here after a 5-0 start to this set. Century has scored the last 11 points, and there's a service error that ends a long run for Bismarck Century. Nice work from Claire Bauman. Century wins set two. They can think number two on the other side. Edie Hagerly serving for Jamestown. Blue Jays trailing now 11-6 in the second set. Into the middle, Ding dumps it off. Erica Lee puts it in. Point Century. And they've doubled up Jamestown in this second set, 12-6. Quinn Coast. Serve is over at Riley Joseph. Just a hair of trouble. Jamestown off the base of the hand of Nold and over. Left side set up for Nisley. Her soft tap was blocked by McKenna Nold. Point Blue Jays. Jamestown gets the block. Renee Franck back on, and believe Birdie Newman to serve. It is Newman serving for Jamestown, trailing 12-7 in set two. Into the middle, back set for Coast, right side. Nisley gets it off the blocker, Franck, and then it bounced off the net. Point for Century. Nisley's got another kill, make it 13-7 Patriots. Nisley goes into the middle at Edie Hagerly. From the 3-meter line, Anderson cross court. Point Jamestown. Anderson's third kill for the Blue Jays. She comes off the floor as Aspen Peterson's on to serve. Jamestown trails 13-8 in set two. Cross-court serve is dug out by Nisley. Near side attack rolled over by Bachman. Far side for Jamestown. McKenna Nold, soft touch, and a dig from Logan Nisley Popped over the net and ducked in for a point. Jamestown can't buy a break right now. It's 14-8 Century in the second. Bauman back on. Heads to the front row. Fitterer service air. That's a point Jamestown desperately needed to make it 14-9 in set two. McKenna Nold stays flat-footed, serves cross-court at Fitterer from the other side of the floor. Fridley hits it over. Nold near side Franck, soft tap, Fitterer back to it at the net line. Forced over to Jamestown. Peterson for Nold. At the Blue Jay logo, Haley Hawkinson. Dug by Nisley. She'll attack from that 3-meter line. Newman digs it out for Jamestown. Right side attack for Leah Trumbauer. Stopped by Coast. And over for Bachman. Nice dig again from Aspen Peterson. Jamestown attacks over. Another long rally here in set two. Blockers reject for the Blue Jays. Haley Hawkinson and Benet Franck get the stuff. 14-10. Century leads in set two, but Jamestown continues to fight. Nold line drive, serve off the tape and in for an ace. You'll take it if you're the Blue Jays. Any way you can have it. Back within 3 points. Nold line drive, Fitterer too hot to handle. Back-to-back aces for McKenna Nold. 5 service aces now on the day for Jamestown. It's 14-12 in the second. Blue Jays continue to battle despite giving up 11 consecutive points here in set two. Bauman rolls it over at Aspen Peterson. Nold left side, Benet Franck down the line at Fitterer. Now a back set for Bachman. Jamestown tracks it down for a free ball. Nisley in the middle. Left side, Bauman. Dug out, McKenna Nold. Franck sends it over. These two sides, long rallies here in the middle of set two. Bachman again. Franck with a block. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays with a little rally brewing here. Back within 1 in this second set after it was 11-5. Now 14-13. Long runs and big swings both sides of the net. Shoved over back to Jamestown off the serve from Nold. She sets into the middle. Haley Hawkinson has tied set 2 at 14. Timeout Century. Jamestown with a nice run now, and the Blue Jays have tied up this second set. Number 5 and number 2. Did you expect anything less here from Jerry Meyer Arena tonight besides two sides duking it out? Lee v. Frazier. This is as good as it gets in the state of North Dakota here this evening. Number 5, Jamestown's 11-1 overall. Century, number 2, 9-1 on the year. They're 4-0 in the West. Jamestown is 4-1 in the West region. The other marquee matchup tonight, Bismarck High and Bismarck Legacy facing off inside of the Demons Gymnasium. Set 2 tied at 14. Blue Jays trying to keep it rolling with McKenna Nold back to serve. Nold right side. Soft serve is over at Nisley. Left side attack from Bauman. Back row, Peterson popped it up. Long run and a free ball coming back from Benet Franck. Into the middle, back setting right, and too strong on the attack attempt for Bachman. Jamestown is back in front here in set 2, 15-14 Blue Jays. 1-0 in the lead in the match for Bismarck Century. McKenna Nold. Line drive serve, it's an error for Jamestown. Point Century, we're tied at 15. Now in for Century, Geneva Dig back onto the floor. McKenna Nold in the middle, looking for Hawkinson. She went left hand, adjusts on the fly, and Hawkinson has her 5th kill. 10 assists for McKenna Nold. 16-15 Jamestown. Riley Joseph serves. Nisley on the back row. Dig left side, looking for Bauman. Blue Jays keep it alive. Back set from Nold. Cross-court kill attempt from Trumbauer. Fitterer digs it out. Now Nisley rolls. Peterson, left, Newman. Cross-court. Again, both these sides battling as Fridley didn't get it over that time, and Jamestown gets the point. 4 touches on Century. Point Blue Jays make it 17-15 in set 2. Riley Joseph. Another nice serve. Left side, Bauman, soft touch, and drops it in for the point. Century back within 1 here in this second set. Eden Fridley back to the service line for Century. 17-16, Jamestown leads set 2. They trail 1-0 in the match. Nold up the middle for Newman. She's blocked. Make it 17-17. Let's pause. 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Blue Jay Volleyball on 107.1.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
17-17 in the second set. Jamestown and Century tied as Fridley serves once again. Nold off on the near side with her set for Haley Hawkinson. Punched over by Bauman. Hawkinson won't get another try. It'll be Trumbauer instead, who drops it in for the point. Leah Trumbauer on the kill. McKenna Nold give her an assist. Jamestown 18, Century 17 in set 2. Briatley back to serve for the Blue Jays. 26-24 in set 1. Patriots take the final 3 points of that first set. Free ball from McKenna Nold. Fitterer into the middle. Ding off left, and it's Bauman who gets the point and the kill for Century. We're tied now at 18 in the second. Claire Bauman. Century up 1-0 in the match and tied at 18 here in set 2. Bauman was the one who put Century on that 11-0 run earlier in this set. Trumbauer's kill doesn't drop in. It's just pushed over by Lee. Nold left side. Newman soft touch. Blockers were there for Century. Shoved back over by Joseph. Nisley cross court. Joseph digs it out. Nold left. Newman light touch and in. Point Jamestown. It's down on the floor. Newman gets the kill. Edie Hagerly returns for the Blue Jays, serving with a 19-18 lead in set 2. Century's got all it can handle right now with Jamestown. Left side, Nisley winds up down the line. Hagerly kept it up somehow. Blue Jays were looking for a lift. Instead, Nold left, Newman rolls, Nisley digs, and a free ball coming back to Jamestown. Can they take advantage? Hagerly, back set right. McKenna Nold off the blockers. Point Blue Jays. 20-18 Jamestown in set 2. Edie Hagerly serving. Cross court at Fitterer. Ding, left, Nisley buries it home. Point Century, Jamestown, nobody there on the block to try and slow it down, and you just cannot give. There are a couple of players for Century and a couple of players in the state like this, but you can't give any open window. You could talk Birdie Newman on the other side for Jamestown, but Logan Nisley, Eden Fridley, Claire Bauman, you can't give them open windows of opportunity. Everything's got to be contested. Like there for Newman. She gets contested late, and she dumps it in for the point. 5 kills for Newman. Point Blue Jays. Newman serves with a 21-19 Jamestown lead in the second. Cross-court serve. Ding, back set right. Nisley too far. Attack air, point Jamestown. 22-19 Blue Jays in the second set. Timeout for Century. We'll take the 30-second break with them. Blue Jays looking for a set 2 victory to tie this match up at 1. We're back in 30 seconds to Jerry Meyer Arena.
There's only one place to go when you need to fill up. Your hometown Cenex store Superstop. Whether you're filling up with gasoline or beverages or snacks, you can be sure that you will get helpful, energetic service. That's because Cenex stores are locally owned with a long tradition of serving communities in this part of the country. And they sell high-quality gasoline and diesel fuels that you can depend on. Cenex, our energy comes through. Get a Superstop gas discount card and receive 3 cents off with every fill-up. Superstop, North Jamestown.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
22-19 Jamestown in the second set. Century is out of timeouts here in set 2. Blue Jays do have one in their back pocket should they need it. It's 1-0 in the match in favor of Century. Patriots take set 1, 26-24. After the Blue Jays had forced set point at 24-23. Newman serving, Jamestown up by 3 in the second. Nisley right side, sneaks it off the blockers and out. Anderson and Franck were there, but Crafty on the delivery gets the kill, and Logan Nisley's in double digits for kills tonight. 22-20, second set. Nisley serves over at Edie Hagerly. Long run for McKenna Knoll. Benet Franck left side, soft touch over into the middle. Coast went out wide for Fridley. Jamestown back with Benet Franck, and she made contact with the net. Tapped that left hand over, thought she snuck herself down, but just tapped that net line. It's an error on Jamestown. Point belongs to Century, 22-21. Nisley's serve is at the back row. Peterson in the middle. Now Hagerly goes left side. McKenna Knoll winds up that right arm. Century keeps it alive. Bauman goes cross court, make that Fridley on that kill attempt. Newman punches it over. Fitterer in the middle, Coast right side. Bachman couldn't quite be dug out there by Edie Hagerly. 3 points in a row for Century out of the timeout, makes it 22-22 in the second set. And Jamestown wants a timeout after those 3 consecutive points for Century. So we'll take another 30-second pause. Back with the rest of set 2. After this, we're tied at 22 in the second.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
So Century out of their timeout, rattles off 3 consecutive points, and we're now tied at 22 in the second set. Jaron Matheny 107.1 and our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page, courtesy of the I3G Sports Media Network. Glad that you are with us. Jamestown 107.1 Sports on YouTube. Our video stream tonight is being brought to you by Gun and Reel Sports and Johnny B's Brick House, both of downtown Jamestown. Logan Nisley on a cross-court serve at Benet Franck. Knoll set up along the left side and threw that one towards the net. Tough for Jamestown to make any real attack there. Off a nice serve from Century, 23-22 Patriots. Nisley, cross-court serve. Franck right back towards the middle, and Jamestown came over the top. Point for Century, and it is set point here for the Patriots in the second. Nisley, cross court, it hit the left foot of Benet Franck, touches the line, and it's in on a service ace for Bismarck Century. That is how set 2 comes to a close. 25-22, Patriots take the second set. Jamestown again, they battle back, but an 11-0 run by Century at the start of set 2 was all it took. Jamestown got back in the set, but you have to battle back that much Blue Jays may have run out of a little bit of gas at the end there of the second set. So Century takes set 2, 25-22. They're up 2-0 in the match. We've got set 3 action coming your way after the break here on 107.1.
How are you doing? Really? How are you doing? Are you taking the time to check in on you? A real check-in. Scheduling a wellness visit is an easy way to take care of yourself. At Essentia Health, we want to know how you're doing. We want to help. Whether it's face-to-face or a virtual appointment, the right care is waiting for you. We'll listen, assess how you are, and get you back on track. It's always good to check in. Care like nowhere else. Essentia Health. Schedule online at essentiahealth.org.
Hey, I heard you're having knee surgery soon.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the recovery, and I have no idea where to go.
In North Dakota, we can go wherever we want for physical therapy.
Wait, even without a doctor's referral?
Even without a doctor's referral. It's what I did after my knee surgery.
Well, where did you go?
I went to Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness. The staff is so fun, and all of their PTs have their doctorate in physical therapy. My PT tailored my rehab to my specific goals so that I was able to get back to doing the things that I love.
To get started on your road to recovery, call 952-2739 for Jamestown or 883-5611 for the Lemoore Clinic.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
For generations, Unison Bank has been your community bank. At Unison Bank, we offer our customers prompt and personalized service while providing financial solutions for your unique, individualized needs. For all your personal or banking business needs, choose Unison Bank as your local financial institution. Go ahead. Stop by our branch in Jamestown or visit unisonbank.com for more information. Member FDIC.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
Blue Jays fall in set 2, 25-22 to Century. We've got an update from set 1. Bismarck Legacy 25-14 over Bismarck High. That is at Bismarck High this evening. Legacy has become the talk of the volleyball world here over the course of the past 2 weeks. We'll see if they can keep that rolling into a second and third set against the state runner-ups from a year ago in Bismarck High. We've got the state champions for the past 2 seasons and 6 of the last 7 years here in Jamestown tonight with Century up 2-0 on the Blue Jays. Jamestown needs a set 3 victory or it's a sweep tonight for number 2 over number 5. Blue Jays, McKinnon Old, Aspen Peterson, Birdie Newman, Leah Trumbauer, Benet Frank, and Haley Hawkinson on the floor for Jamestown. So McKinnon Old serves to begin the third set. Blue Jays trailing 2-0 in the match. Left side, out wide, and down the line. It's a Bauman. She gets the kill on this opening point in set 3 for Century. Jamestown here, you're looking for fight and lots of it in this third set. Fridley, her serve is over as Newman punches it for Jamestown. Right side, set up attempt for Bachman. She sneaks it down the line and in for the point. 2-0 start for Century here in the third set. Jamestown started set 2 on a 5-0 run. Century responded by scoring the next 11 points. Looks like UJ men's volleyball is in the house this evening. Wide open lane for Claire Bauman, and she takes care of it. 3-0 Century in the third. Fridley back to serve with Century in front. 3-0 in set 3, 2-0 in the match. The back row, Newman and Peterson. No communication there for Jamestown. It's 4-0 Century to start the third set, and Bree Otley's going to come on in that back row for the Blue Jays. Newman will check out. So Bree Otley plants herself in the middle of that Blue Jay back row. Fridley serves right to Otley. Knoll out left for Hawkinson. Back row, Fitterer pops it into the air. Nisley left side, rolls and gets the point. Logan Nisley up to 13 kills by our unofficial total tonight. Feels like it's more than that. Her and Claire Bauman have really controlled things for Century's offense. 5-0 start for the Patriots here in set 3. McKenna Nold for Hawkinson. Down the middle, Haley Hawkinson off the assist by Nold gets the kill. And Jamestown, maybe they'll do exactly what Century did, turn this one on its head and score the next 10 points now as the Patriots start set 3, 5-0 on the Blue Jays. Riley Joseph, service error for Jamestown. Point Century, and now Claire Bauman back to the service line. She has been tough to get off that line today for Century, and she's a little bit unorthodox with her delivery on the serve. Back set right side, Haley Hawkinson just missed down the line. No touch for Century, point for the Patriots. Bauman faces her own bench when she serves, then kind of flips her hips as she's going into the air. Low ducking serve. Left side, Hawkinson, and that time the net is the one that was in the way for Century. Makes it 8-1 Patriots in this third set, and Jamestown needs a timeout. We'll step aside back in 30 seconds with more Blue Jay volleyball. Century off to an 8-1 start here in set 3.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun and Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Eight to 1, Century in front of Jamestown in set 3. September playing here in Jerry Meyer Arena. We're coming up on that date, 21st night of September. Just a little bit more than a week away as Claire Bauman serves with Century on top, 8-1 in the third set. McKenna Knoll back setting right side. Trumbauer tipped it off the net line, watched it roll along the white and then down for the point. Leah Trumbauer's third kill. Assist for McKenna Knoll, number 14. And now Haley Hawkinson is going to have to serve for Jamestown. Bree Otley came out of the match for the Blue Jays. Hawkinson is now in that back row and serving. So we'll see her serve for the first time today. Haley Hawkinson into the middle. Left side, Nisley goes down the line and gets another big kill. Geneva Ding sets it out wide for Logan Nisley. 9-2 Century. And now Aspen Peterson is in replacing Hawkinson. Quinn Coast serves to the back row of the Blue Jays. Right side, Trumbauer off the top of the blockers and over. Fitterer left side, Nisley rolls it off the bottom of her hand. Nice dig for Aspen Peterson. Jamestown, Newman is down the line for the point. Birdie Newman with the kill. Her sixth. Haley Hawkinson also has 6 for Jamestown. Those are the leaders for the Blue Jays as Edie Hagerly picks up an ace. Edie Hagerly. Back row just a hair too far. Looking at Fitterer that time. 6 aces, 3 errors for Jamestown from the service line today, but no favors done here in this third set. It's 10-4 Century in front. And Nisley mishits that one. Service error for the Patriots on the other side. Now Birdie Newman back to serve. Benet Franck came back in for Jamestown. Up front, tapped over by Bachman. Anderson punched it to keep it alive and then just tapped over by Hagerly. Set out wide to the left and no clear attack for Fridley. It's an attack error by Century. Point for Jamestown. Blue Jays starting to crawl back into it. 10-6 they trail in set 3. Birdie Newman at Fitterer into the middle and sent over by Lee. Now Edie Hagerly, back set to the right side, and it works. Point Jamestown. Set wasn't great for Hagerly, but it went over the net line, and we've seen a few points like that fall on the other side for Century today. Jamestown thankful to have one of those. Birdie Newman serves again. Fitterer into the middle, left side attack. Fridley was blocked, but Jamestown couldn't quite keep it in down that line off the block. Point belongs to the Patriots, and Century leads 11-7 in the third. Fitterer slide steps on that serve. McKenna Old out left, Benet Franck touched it off the tape, and a free ball coming back to Jamestown. Peterson into the air, Edie Hagerly setting up McKenna Old on the right side. Point Jamestown. McKenna Old, kill number 4. 11-8 in the third. 2-0 Blue Jays trailing in this match. Trailing by 3 points in the third. Aspen Peterson, high serve. Coast set into the middle. Now Jamestown, it's Hagerly setting left side. Benet Franck, and blockers push it in. Bauman as well as Bachman on the stuff for Century. Bachman out, and Ding is in to serve. 12-8, Patriots on top. Lob serve, Aspen Peterson racing in to keep it up for Jamestown. Left side attack, Fridley bounces it off either Hawkinson or Knoll, then gets the point and the kill. 13-8, Century now on top. Patriots, they host Bismarck High on Thursday at Turtle Mountain Saturday. Jamestown is off until next Thursday, a 9-day break for the Blue Jays when they travel to Bismarck High. Hagerly back setting right side. McKenna Knoll, nice spin off the kill. Point Blue Jays. Now 13-9. Jamestown trailing. McKenna Knoll serves over, left side attack, and Bauman hit that one way too high. Probably went off the tips of her fingers from what it looked like and did not get a clean swing on it. Point for Jamestown. Attack error by Century. 13-10. Blue Jays trailing in the third set. Nice line drive on the serve from McKenna Knoll. Into the air, right side. Fridley tapped it up. Knoll will free ball it over. Fitterer. Ding, and net violation on Century. Point Jamestown. (13 to 11). Blue Jays back in it again after they trailed 8-1 early in this third set. And back within a point. Jamestown, as Century bats the ball around on the other side. It drops in 13-12. Knoll serves again. At Nisley, popped up into the air and down the middle for Fridley. Goes up against Peterson and gets the kill. 14-12. That stops a nice run from the Blue Jays. Jamestown knowing they have to have this third set, trailing 2-0 in the match. Fridley's serve just goes over the tape. McKenna Knoll tapped it right back and must have made contact. Point for the Patriots. 15-12, Century. Fridley with Bauman due up next at that service line for Century. Nold tried to set it over for a point, wasn't there. Now Ding, right side for Coast, dug by Peterson. Left Nold, off for B'nai Frock, soft touch. Coast sets out wide for Nisley, and Logan Nisley looks like she's back to full strength for Century. 15 kills tonight. Bree Otley going to come into that back row for Birdie Newman. 16-12, Century leads Jamestown in the third set, 2-0 in the match. Otley for Nold, right side, Hawkinson, cross court, point Jamestown. Riley Joseph returns, Birdie Newman back on, Blue Jays trailing 16-13 in set 3. Joseph at Fitterer, into the middle, Ding backs up, setting up Logan Nisley, dig for Aspen Peterson. Back over to the Century side, left tap by Bauman. Now Nold for the back corner, doesn't get the point. Nisley will get one more swing, soft this time. She's just so crafty at the net. 16-13, now 17-13 Century. And somebody you got to try to get off the line almost immediately if you're Jamestown, Claire Bauman. Bauman into the middle, Nold for Hawkinson. Newman hits it with her left arm over. Set comes to the Jamestown side, beat bopping around, and a free ball from Peterson. Now Ding, Nisley, and she just found the spot again, sees the court so well. 18-13, Coach Hagerly's got to be thinking about that second timeout right here. They trailed 8-1, did Jamestown. Fought back, but now 18-13. Nold left, Newman not quite down as Coast keeps it alive. Rolled back to Jamestown, Nold back right, Trumbauer can't quite finish it off. Nisley went up against those blockers for the Blue Jays. Trumbauer and Hawkinson get the rejection, make it 18-14. Kinley Anderson on. Haley Hawkinson back and will serve for the second time in this third set. Hawkinson, the base of her hand. Ding. Nisley tried to throw it over. Jamestown right back at Century, and now it's shoved to the Blue Jays. A little bit of a mishit by Noel. Free ball coming back by Trumbauer. Nisley left side shoves to the corner. Joseph pops it into the air. Now Newman near side rolls. Longer rally in this third set. Back row attack for Fridley is too strong. Point Jamestown off the attack air. Blue Jays are back within 3 in this third set, 18-15. Another back and forth set here at Jerry Meyer Arena. Logan Nisley to the back row. Haley Hawkinson has it. Now Newman set up on the kill. Birdie Newman. McKenna Nold, 18 assists tonight. 18-16 Jamestown trailing in set 3. They're down 2-0 in the match. Again, it was 8-1 earlier. Blue Jays have now rattled off 3 consecutive points to bring it back within 2. Serve comes right back. Kinley Anderson couldn't dump it off. Punched over by Coast. Noel, right side for Trumbauer. Blockers again there for Century. Out left, Nisley. Now Hawkinson and a free ball from Anderson. Fitterer on the back row. Into the middle for Ding. Nisley mishits, doesn't get it over. 4 touches on Century. Point Jamestown. To the Patriots want a timeout now. They do. 30-second break for us. Jamestown back within 1 point in this third set. Blue Jays trail 2-0 in the match. 30-second break. We're back with more Blue Jay volleyball right after this.
Before you can start building a business, you have to build a business. You know, a building, a storefront, a facility. new or addition. Problem is, you're too busy taking care of business. You don't have time to meet with a planner, a contractor, and suppliers. But if you wait any longer, you're going to start losing business. Enter Hillerud Construction. They're in the business of building business. Quality commercial construction saves you time, stress, and money so you can get on with your business. Visit HillerudConstruction.com.
Blue Jays trail Century 2-0 in the match and 18-17 in set 3. Set 1, Century victorious 26-24. Set 2, 25-22. It's been tight throughout the course of each and every set, whether it started that way or not. Both teams have fought their way back into every set. Haley Hawkinson serves out of the Century timeout. Ding, left side, Nisley poked it down the line and finds that back far corner for the point. Stops the Blue Jay run of 4 consecutive points to make it 19-17. Peterson, Joseph, Newman on the back row. Anderson, Trumbauer, and Nold on the front line for Jamestown. It's Coast serving. And Riley Joseph, Nold, left side attack, Birdie Newman. Blockers couldn't quite finish it off for Century as Jamestown shoves it back over. Into the middle for Erica Lee. Dig from Peterson. She popped it up. Back row. Now off on the left side. Newman. Long run. Nisley rolls. Punch down and point Century. Ball popped up into the air over the net line, and Erica Lee just used that right hand to drop it back in. 20-17. Century on top of Jamestown in the third set. Into the middle, Nold, and that's a point for Jamestown. Lee came over the top and made contact with McKenna Nold. She's looking around like, no, I didn't do that. We saw that on the same side, or on the other side for Jamestown when Nold went up and made contact on the other side with Century. 20-18. Edie Hagerly serves. Cross court at Nisley. Left side, set up and blocked. Jamestown, Kinley Anderson, and McKenna Knoll. Stuff it. Blue Jays. Can hear a couple let's goes. Hagerly serves again. Into the middle, back set, right side, down the line, Nisley. Beautiful dig from Peterson, and a free ball back from the Blue Jays. Into the middle, Coast for Lee. She just bats it off of Jamestown and gets a key point here in the third set. And alive has Aspen Peterson been nothing short of spectacular on the back row this year. Nisley serves. 21-19 Century in the third. McKenna Nold, soft touching over. Into the middle, and nobody there for Century. Point Jamestown. He'll take it, Blue Jays. Any way you can get it right now. Just a mental error that time by the team in red. The team in white, Jamestown, Bernadette Newman. Serving with the Blue Jays, trailing by a point here in the third. Left side, wide open for Bauman, and she does what she does, make that Fridley on the far side as Bauman checks back in now. It's those three, Bauman, Fridley, and Nisley. You give them too much of an open look, and they're just going to pound it in every time. 22-20. Serve is over. Nold out left. Benet Franck at Nisley. Now Nisley from the 3-meter line sends it back to Jamestown. Edie Hagerly back set for McKenna Nold. Tapped up into the air. Coast right for Bachman. She sends it cross court at Hagerly. Now Nold for Anderson. Blockers there. Bauman up front. Free ball coming back from Franck. Coast backs up. Left hand of Bauman. Punched it. Century somehow gets it back over. Back set right side. McKenna Nold blocked. And that could be the dagger in this one. Jamestown had a couple of opportunities to get that point and make it 22-21. It's now 23-20, and Jamestown wants to call that final timeout here in the third set. We'll keep it right here on 107.1 AM 1400 and our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. The Blue Jays, they've been in every single set so far. 26-24 set 1, 25-22 set 2. And that was after an 11-0 run from Century in the second set. Just been about finishing sets here today against a side in Century that knows how to do it. They've been doing it for the past 10 years. This is sustained success at the highest level in the state of North Dakota. It's right here in Class A volleyball with the Century Patriots. Haven Fitterer, the libero, to serve for Century. It's 23-20. Patriots in front of the Blue Jays in this third set. 2-0 in the match. Fitterer serves at Benet Franck. McKenna Nold off the base of her hand, rolls it over for Jamestown. Right side, Bachman was stuffed, and then Bauman's right arm went out to try and keep it up. Jamestown gets the point off of what will go down as a receiving error. 23-21. Aspen Peterson. Over into the middle. Coast backs up. Right side, and Fridley didn't get it over. Out of the timeout, Jamestown with back-to-back points. Now trailing by 1 here in set 3. And Century wants the timeout now. So third set action, 23-22. Jamestown trails Century. We'll take a 30-second break, and we're back with the rest of set 3 right after this.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But what if you can't go to the store? Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at GoHugos.com. Choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace online shopping at GoHugos.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Blue Jays trail Century 23-22 in the third set. Jamestown needs this third set to force the match to 4. Aspen Peterson on the serve over for the Blue Jays. Left side, Bauman rolls towards the back row. Back set right, McKenna Knoll got an open look. Century kept it alive for a shove over. Edie Hagerly for Haley Hawkinson. Tapped, kept alive. Fridley off the base of her hand and over. Knoll left side, Benet Franck tapped it towards the back corner. Fitterer keeps it up. And a free ball coming back from Century. Hawkinson, Hagerly, back for Haley Hawkinson. Nisley popped it up. Fridley stuffed. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays have rattled off 3 straight. 23-23 in the third. $2-0 in the match. Century leads. Aspen Peterson serves at Fitterer. Coast right side. Bachman popped up. And now Jamestown attack. Came back over but kept alive by Edie Hagerly. Free ball goes back into the middle from Hawkinson. Blue Jays at the net line with the stuff. McKenna Old puts it back down. 4-0 Jamestown run. 24-23 Blue Jays. Aspen Peterson serves at set point for Jamestown. 4 in a row. Can they make it 5? Coast, left side. Bauman, blockers there. Hawkinson tapped it down. Point Jamestown! 2 touches on Century, and the Blue Jays win set 3. 25-23. Jamestown scores the final 5 points of that third set. They trailed 8-1 early and come back and win 25-23 at the end of set 3. We've got set 4 action coming your way after the break. Blue Jay volleyball with a set 3 victory, and we're headed to 4 here at Jerry Meyer Arena.
When it comes to farm equipment, there's no such things as an inexpensive repair, and there's no downtime. That's why it pays to get the Cenex Total Protection Plan warranty. It gives you unsurpassed coverage with no deductible for up to 10 years, 10,000 hours. Plus, you'll be protecting your equipment with Cenex premium fuels and lubricants. You can even get the total protection plan for your used equipment. Contact Gary at Creative Energy in Jamestown, your certified Cenex distributor today.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
Enjoy the rustic Frontier Fort Bar, Grill, and Gift Shop. The gift shop is open year-round with North Dakota tourism gifts and unique jewelry. And for a true Dakota Territory dining experience, the Frontier Fort Grill is open from 4 to 9 Monday through Saturday. Every Thursday night, get a rack of ribs, fries, coleslaw, and toast for just $9.95. And their legendary prime rib is served on Fridays and Saturdays. Dine in or call for takeout at 252-7492. The Frontier Fort, on the road to the Buffalo, Jamestown.
Two Rivers Printing is your local source for anything printed on paper. As a full-service print shop, they offer quick print services for all kinds of posters, flyers, and business forms. They also print banner signs, invitations, cookbooks, thank you cards, and more. They can also do wide format printing in matte, gloss, blueprints, and vinyl. With decades of experience, you know it will be done quickly and done right. Call Two Rivers Printing at 251-1266 at the end of 10th Street in Jamestown.
This is Haley Hawkinson, and you're tuned in to Blue Jay Volleyball on KQDJ.
KQDJ AM, Jamestown 107.1 FM, and streaming live on our Jamestown 107.1 Sports YouTube page. Big thanks to our presenting sponsors of the video stream, Gun and Reel Sports, as well as Johnny B's Brick House, both of downtown Jamestown. With the Blue Jays, they score the final 5 points of set 3. Jamestown takes the third, 25-23 over Century. And you go back to set 1. Century winning 26-24, but Jamestown had a chance to win that first set 25-23. Didn't finish it off that time around. We're headed to a fourth set, though, and the Blue Jays may have some momentum as Geneva Ding serves to begin the fourth set here at Jerry Meyer Arena. Haley Hawkinson starts the fourth with a kill for Jamestown. Riley Joseph runs on for the Blue Jays. And you wonder if Century is a little rattled by the way that third set came to a close. Ding, out wide left, blocked by the antenna. Blue Jays were there, but it went off the antenna first. Point for Jamestown. Riley Joseph serves 2-0 in the fourth set. Popped up into the air, tapped over by Fridley. Right side, Leah Trumbauer. Fitterer digs it out on the back row. Nisley sends it back over. Jamestown tapped it up, and Riley Joseph just knocks it over that net line. Good decision there. Fridley soft, tapped over, knolled into the middle for Hawkinson. Now Ding, back set, right side, coast, dug by Peterson. Newman off her left foot, rolls it. Long rally to begin set 4, and Fridley wins the point, goes to the back corner and drops it in. 2-1, Jamestown leading the fourth set. The Blue Jays, again, the final 5 points of set 3. And now Fridley serves in the fourth. Trouble with the serve a little bit for Jamestown, but Newman knocks it over. Left side, Nisley at the back row and down for another kill. Tough to slow down Century, but Jamestown has picked and prodded and fought really nicely here this evening. 2-2 in the fourth set. Serve is over at Aspen Peterson. Newman, left side attack, and she's blocked up front. Century on that front row. Bauman as well as Coast with the stuff. 3-2 Patriots here in set 4. Fridley And Aspen Peterson on the back row. McKenna Knoll back set right side. Trumbauer cross-court kill attempt popped up by Fitterer. Other side, Nisley. Blockers there for Jamestown. Get the point. Trumbauer as well as Hawkinson with a block for the Blue Jays. Jamestown 3, Century 3 in set 4. 2-1 in the match in favor of the Patriots. Haley Hawkinson serving for Jamestown. And a nice serve from Hawkinson. You don't see her at the line much, but she picks up an ace for Jamestown in this fourth set. And really by mistake, she's at the service line. Newman with some help from Century gets the point. Officials are going to come together here. It looked like Newman was the one who popped over the top of that net line and then dumped it back down on the Century side. We'll see if we get a reversal. Century is certainly hoping that's the case. We saw some parents immediately up in arms. Long discussion here by our two head officials. Two line judges way back. And they will replay the point. McKenna Knoll, Coach Hagerly looking for an explanation. Either way, replay of the point here for Jamestown. And Haley Hawkinson serves. Every point so crucial, and a replay of a point that was called for Jamestown. Hawkinson at Fitterer, backing up Ding, and Nisley hits it over at McKenna Knoll. Into the middle, Riley Joseph, right side, Trumbauer sneaks it inside the antenna, and down for the kill. Leah Trumbauer contributing when she can, when she's in. She's got 4 kills. 5-3 Jamestown in set 4. Haley Hawkinson. Line drive serve, backing up Ding in front of the net line, left, and Logan Nisley again got that open window, and she takes care of it. That's kill number 18 for Nisley by our count up here. 5-4, Jamestown leads in the fourth. Claire Bauman at the service line. She helped Century go on an 11-0 run in set 2 from this spot, but Leah Trumbauer knocks her off the line immediately. 20th assist for McKenna Knoll tonight, 5th kill for Leah Trumbauer. Blue Jays 6, Century 4 in the fourth. Didn't figure the swing set would be in set 1, but that may be the case here tonight. Tapped over by Century. Blue Jays attack near side with Birdie Newman. Cross court, nice dig by the Patriots. Fridley and Nisley were there. Now Jamestown on the attack. Newman, soft touch, popped up into the sky by Ding, and then rolled back to Jamestown. Knoll tried to go with that left hand over the top and smack it down. It's an attack error and a point for Century. Number 2 versus number 5 inside of Jerry Meyer Arena. Serve is over at Riley Joseph. Left side, Knoll winds up, knocks it off the blockers. Point Blue Jays. McKenna Knoll continues to build on a really nice match here for Jamestown. 7-5 in the fourth. Jamestown in front. Newman serves for the Blue Jays. Left side attack. Popped up and over by Bachman. Near side, Benet Frock. Soft touches in. Jamestown's got the momentum on their side early in this fourth set. It's 8-5 Blue Jays. Birdie Newman. Near service ace. Almost mishandled on the receive, and then nice response from Century. They get a much needed point. And that sends Nisley to the service line. 8-6. Serve is at Aspen Peterson. Nold setting up left side, Benet Franck. Off the side of her foot, now other side, and Fridley dug by Peterson initially, but not quite enough for Jamestown to be able to track it down. Fridley gets the kill. Point Patriots. Century trails Jamestown 8-7 in set 4. Nisley serves again at Benet Franck. Edie Hagerly pops up left side, tapped over by Nold. Far side of the court. Fridley blocked initially, and now Nisley just sends it over. Peterson tracks it down towards the middle. Franck tapped it with her underhand up into the air, and then Fridley answers the call. Quick 1-2-3 there from Century, and we're tied at 8 here in set 4. We are ready for a great matchup tonight. That's what we've gotten so far between these two top 5 teams in Class A. McKenna Nold on the attack off the net, back set right side. Bachman found an open window and just got it in. According to the line judges, Blue Jays student section was right in front of it. They all nearly dropped to their knees. Jamestown on that same side couldn't believe it. Point for Century, it's 9-8 now. Patriots on top. Hagerly, left side, McKenna Nold. Blockers there for Century to get the point for the Patriots. That makes it 10-8. Otley in. Nisley serves at Peterson into the middle. Right side, McKenna Nold with the miss hit. Point Century makes it 11-8. Jamestown student section with the overrated chant. That's just really couldn't be further from the truth. She is the real deal. Pretty much across 2 sports for Century High School as Benet Franck is stuffed up front. Jamestown may need a timeout here. It's 12-8. Blue Jays will take that timeout. And a 30-second break for us here in set 4. Century up 2-1 in the match, 12-8 here in set 2.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
12-8, Century with the lead in the 4th set. Patriots have found a way in the sets that they've won today to just have a nice long run. Set 2 was that 11-0 run. Set 1, they responded with a 6-0 run after Jamestown had a 5-0 run early on here in this 4th set in the midst of a nice little spurt as well. The last 4 points belonging to Century. Anderson can't handle the attack off another nice serve from Century, and since Jamestown's student section on the far side said overrated, Logan Nisley has just rattled off 5 in a row from the line for the Patriots. You don't give good players more ammo than they actually need. Hagerly back set right side. Kinley Anderson dug out by Century. Left side attack. Fridley goes cross court at Newman. Franck down the line. Fitterer to it. And a free ball coming back to Jamestown. Peterson for Hagerly in the middle. Back set right. McKenna Nold over the top of the Century blockers and hammers it in for the kill. Heck of a match for McKenna Nold tonight. Aspen Peterson serves with the Blue Jays down by 4 in the 4th and make it 5 as Erica Lee finds the soft spot against Jamestown. Claire Bauman's back in, and Fitterer heads back to the service line. Service aces, 6 for Century. They've got 4 service errors. Fitterer a little janky with that delivery. McKinnon-Old tried to swat it down. Wasn't there initially. Left side. Fridley tap back to Century. Fridley one more swing. Too far. Point Jamestown as Fridley tried to come left to right. Pushed it wide of the line. Point Jamestown, 14-10. Blue Jays behind in the 4th. McKinnon-Old. Light touch on this serve. Coast, left side. Bauman dug by Newman. Back to Century. Bachman winds up, and her cross-court kill is in. Century's the first team to 15 here in the 4th set. 15-10, Patriots in front. Ding serves into the middle of the Blue Jays. Hawkinson, couple of steps to get to it, and now we've got a net violation on Century. Point for Jamestown. Blue Jays back within 4. Riley Joseph to serve. Riley Joseph serving with Jamestown trailing 15-11 in the 4th set, 2-1 in the match in favor of Century. Off the tape, and a service ace for Riley Joseph, her 2nd of the night. (15-12) with Joseph serving again at Nisley. Into the middle, left side, open look for Claire Bauman, and she crushes it. Point Century, and it's Eden Fridley back to the service line. Fridley, the opposite side of the court from us, serves towards the middle of the Blue Jay back row. Aspen Peterson to it first. Hawkinson's attack dug out by Ding as Nisley sends it back over. Peterson left, Newman back for Century. Nisley will get a swing this time. She goes cross court. Newman digs it out and then nearly tripped over Riley Joseph, so Jamestown free balls back over. Back set right. Coast has to backpedal to hit it over. Nold near side for Newman. And we've got a violation on Century. Didn't see what happened up front, but a point for Jamestown. Looked like the official said a lift. Now 16-13. Fourth set, Haley Hawkinson. Serves for Jamestown, off the top of the net. Left out for Nisley, down the line, popped up by McKenna-Knoll. Now Hawkinson at the 3-meter line, Birdie Newman! Newman on the kill. Point Jamestown. Hawkinson with the Blue Jays down 16-14. Haley Hawkinson's got another service ace. Her 2nd of the match. 9 service aces for Jamestown. Hawkinson serves again with the Blue Jays, trailing 16-15 in the 4th. Fitterer in the middle, left side. Bauman sends it over. Jamestown on the attack. Kinley Anderson flips it over at Fitterer into the middle. Bauman dumped it off left side and handcuffed Leah Trumbauer. That she really didn't have a chance. One got on her so quickly. Point for Century, 17-15 Patriots. 4th set action. If you're watching on our Jamestown 1071 Sports YouTube video tonight, video feed being presented by Gun & Reel Sports as well as Johnny B's Brick House. 17-15 4th set. Jamestown trailing 2-1 in the match, and in this 4th set, Newman can't finish off her initial kill attempt. Nisley goes cross court. Newman pops it up and rolls it over for Jamestown. Near side. Coast. Peterson kept it in. Blue Jays thought it was going out. Free ball from McKenna-Knoll. Ding for Nisley in the middle. She winds up, and that's kill number 20 for Logan Nisley tonight. She is spectacular. 18-15. Blue Jays trailing in this fourth. Century serves Claire Bauman. Bauman serves Joseph. Nold in the middle, off for Kinley Anderson, who ricochets it off of Lee's hands and down for the point. Kinley Anderson, her fourth kill. It's a slugfest right now between Jamestown and Century. 3-meter line rolled over by the Patriots. Edie Hagerly, left side. Benet Franck winds that right arm up. Doesn't get the kill to drop in, but a tough hit coming back from Nisley. Dug by Aspen Peterson. Up into the air. Newman touches over. And now shoved back towards Jamestown. Peterson, Hagerly, right side. McKenna Knoll. Cross court, Fitterer digs it. And push back towards Jamestown. Hagerly, Nold on the Blue Jay logo. Kinley Anderson nearly had the kill. Little joust at the net. Jamestown pushes it up. Long rally. Newman can't finish the kill. Another joust. Lee pops it up in the air. How about Nisley far side? She's blocked and in. Point Blue Jays. McKenna Knoll. (18-17). Century on top of Jamestown in the fourth set. Things get a whole lot tighter once again. Edie Hagerly, too strong. Jamestown had a chance right there to tie this set at 18. They'll take a deep breath, reset, trailing by just 2. Coast serves at Joseph. Hagerly in the middle, off her backside. Nice move for Birdie Newman to finish the kill. Benet Franck back on for Jamestown. Birdie Newman serves for the Blue Jays. Trailing by 1 here in set 4. Newman, cross-court serve. Back into the middle, back set right side. Logan Nisley. Newman popped it up. Nold for Anderson. She rolls it left side. Nisley will get another swing, and she mishits it. Point Blue Jays. We're tied at 19 in the fourth. Back in 10 seconds after our station ID.
AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
19-19 in the fourth set. Birdie Newman serves for Jamestown. Up the middle, Lee. Newman kept it alive as Jamestown pushes it over. Back set right side for Bachman. Edie Hagerly on the dig. Now McKenna Knoll left for Benet Franck. Fitterer into the middle. And too strong from Nisley. Attack air. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays have taken the lead in this fourth set late. Century wants a timeout. We'll take the 30-second break with them. 20-19. Here come the Jamestown fans in this fourth set. Blue Jays trying to force a fifth here at Jerry Meyer Arena.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 3 great reasons are Dr. Franck, Dr. Freilich, and Dr. Jangula. 3 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their great selection. Have they got frames? Over 1,000 pair for you to try. So many on hand you'll want a pair for every outfit. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit proeyecarecenters.com and make an appointment today in Valley City, Jamestown, or Carrington. Professional eye care centers, clearly the best.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296HH Jamestown.
Are we having fun yet? Jamestown 20, Century 19 in the fourth set. It's been fun all night long. The Blue Jays drop set 1, 26-24, drop set 2, 25-22, and then win set 3, 25-23. And right now, there's the potential hanging out there for a decisive fifth set. Jamestown 20-19, the lead in set number 4. Birdie Newman's serve was tough to handle for Century. Came back over to Jamestown. Blue Jays couldn't block it back down. Now they're on the attack. Near side. Benet Franck off the blockers and out. Point Blue Jays. Benet Franck, her fourth kill. McKenna Knoll, we tallied her up to 24 assists tonight. Line judge will check the antenna. 21-19 in the fourth set. Newman serves at Fitterer, backing up into the middle. Nisley taps it off left side. Now Anderson swings too far. You're hoping for a touch up front. Jamestown doesn't get it. Attack air by the Blue Jays, 21-20. Jamestown leads in set 4. Nisley serves for Century. In the middle of the Blue Jay back row. Knoll off right for Anderson. Right back to Jamestown. Edie Hagerly tried to shove it over for a point. Now a back set for Bachman. Franck tapped it up. Now she'll roll it across the net line. Left side. Fridley was blocked. Back to Jamestown. Anderson can't quite put it down. And now Bachman shoves it over at Edie Hagerly. Knoll setting left side. Benet Franck. Fitterer digs it. Off left. Soft touch. And in. Franck dug it. Hagerly popped it up. Jamestown is given a whole lot of heart right now in set 4. (21-21) in set 4. Blue Jay student section comes alive on the Nisley serve. From the back row, Birdie Newman just missed. Tried to sneak it on that line on the far side from where we're seated. And that'll force a Jamestown timeout. 22-21, Blue Jays trailing Century in set 4. They're down 2-1 in the match, but boy, oh boy, has this one been fun. If you're watching on our Jamestown 1071 Sports YouTube page, our video feed tonight presented by Johnny B's Brick House, as well as Gun and Reel Sports. We're back in 30 seconds.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun and Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Well, Century has rattled off 3 consecutive points to make it 22-21 Patriots here in set 4. It's been runs back and forth between these two sides. We'll see if Jamestown can have a run of their own here in the late stages of the fourth set. Logan Nisley serves the back row of Jamestown. Aspen Peterson. McKenna Old winds up. Dug out by Fitterer. Left side, Fridley punched it over, blocked by the Blue Jays. 4 touches on Century. Point Jamestown. 22-22. Fourth set action from Jerry Meyer Arena. Blue Jays and Patriots. Could be going to a 5th set. Aspen Peterson serve. Back set right, Bachman. Nice soft touch. Newman sends it just wide of the line. Found the open spot on the court, but just missed that line. Point for Century, and they're 2 points away from a match victory. Trying to set themselves up with match point. 23-22 in set 4. Fitterer, janky serve is over. Nold, left side for Haley Hawkinson off the top of the blockers. Kept alive, Century, left side attack, Fridley, popped up by Nisley. Now near side, Bachman goes cross court. Handcuffed Hagerly, but kept alive as Nold just too far. And it's match point here for Bismarck Century. Bree Otley's going to come in for Birdie Newman at match point. There's some pressure, and that's probably where Century will come with this serve. Fitterer serving at match point for Century. It's at Aspen Peterson. Edie Hagerly, right side. McKenna Nold off the blockers and out. Point Jamestown. Blue Jays stay alive here in set 4. McKenna Nold serving to try and force overtime for the second time today. Soft serve at Nisley, popped up, left side attack for Fridley, off the blockers and in, and Century wins a 4-set slugfest tonight at Jerry Meyer Arena. 25-23, the final score in this fourth set. We'll step aside. We'll be back with Coach Hagerly after the break. Blue Jays fall in 4 sets to Bismarck Century. A back-and-forth battle here in Jamestown.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Originals!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
Paying your energy bill the old-fashioned way takes a lot of steps, including all those steps to the mailbox. ePay from Otter Tail Power Company is an easier way to manage your account anytime, anywhere, even from your mobile phone. It's free. It's easy. Take the first step. Enroll at otpco.com/epay. Otter Tail Power Company. On for you.
What would life be like without telephones, internet, and digital cable? Let's not even go there. Dakota Central is proud to be the local company that provides you with these high-tech communication options. Whether it's the crystal clear telephone connection, the digital cable that produces over 150 channels, HD and DVR, or reliable high-speed internet, Dakota Central provides it all, serving Jamestown and Carrington and beyond. Call 952-1000, 652-3184, or see them on the web at dakotacentral.com.
Hey, this is Sean from the Jamestown Country Club. Thanks for a great season, the largest turnout ever for the FCCU Labor Day Classic. Congratulations to our champion, Brian Meyer. With that said, the Country Club is still open and enjoyable for great fall golf. Come out and enjoy a nice cool round of golf and a cold beverage before the season ends. And it's never too early to think about next year's season. The Country Club is offering memberships already, and make your purchase before October 31st. You'll receive 5 free guest passes.
You know you don't really want that hurry-up, bought on the cheap, not sure what I got insurance coverage. Good, because Farmers Union insurance agents do things just a little different. We'll work with you personally for home, auto, business, or farm insurance and tailor the exact coverage plan you need, because we're not satisfied until you are. Different, you bet. Farmers Union Insurance. Simply different.
Good luck to the Blue Jays and Jimmies from your local Farmers Union agent, Steve Benyon.
Not all products underwritten by Farmers Union Insurance.
This is Clint with RM Stout. It's been a long road, but the auto industry is beginning to turn. We've noticed an uptick in new lot inventory. It's been years since we've seen this many new vehicles on the lot. With more new vehicles available, prices of used cars have and will continue to decrease, with nearly 100 used trucks and SUVs to choose from here at RM Stout. If you still don't find what you're looking for, we can special order one of our 35 new car models within our 6 brands. I'll let you do the math, but from what I can tell, we have plenty of options for you to upgrade your ride at RM Stout for the best value.
New CNA wage. You could start at $21.25 per hour at SMP Health Ave Maria. Join our friendly team of healthcare professionals with no mandatory overtime, a 1-to-7 staffing ratio, paid time off, and excellent benefits including 401k. And wait, did we mention the $5,000 sign-on bonus for full-time CNA positions? Apply online at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria. Again, earn $21.25 an hour starting at SMP Health Ave Maria of Jamestown. Apply at smphhealth.org/Ave Maria.
There's only one place to go when you need to fill up. Your hometown Cenex store Superstop. Whether you're filling up with gasoline or beverages or snacks, you can be sure that you will get helpful, energetic service. That's because Cenex stores are locally owned with a long tradition of serving communities in this part of the country. And they sell high-quality gasoline and diesel fuels that you can depend on. Cenex, our energy comes through. Get a Superstop gas discount card and receive 3 cents off with every fill-up. Superstop, North Jamestown.
No matter where you live, you should have access to high-quality health care. Jamestown Regional Medical Center's orthopedic and sports medicine team offers care for hips, shoulders, knees, and toes. When an injury occurs, teams need care quickly. That's why the JRMC orthopedic team promises same-day and next-day appointments. Schedule direct at jrmcnd.com or call 952-4878.
Jamestown Regional Medical Center will never stop building for you.
How are you doing? Really? How are you doing? Are you taking the time to check in on you? A real check-in. Scheduling a wellness visit is an easy way to take care of yourself. At Essentia Health, we want to know how you're doing. We want to help. Whether it's face-to-face or a virtual appointment, the right care is waiting for you. We'll listen, assess how you are, and get you back on track. It's always good to check in. Care like nowhere else. Essentia Health. Schedule online at essentiahealth.org.
Hey, I heard you're having knee surgery soon.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the recovery, and I have no idea where to go.
In North Dakota, we can go wherever we want for physical therapy.
Wait, even without a doctor's referral?
Even without a doctor's referral. It's what I did after my knee surgery.
Well, where did you go?
I went to Apex Physical Therapy and Wellness. The staff is so fun, and all of their PTs have their doctorate in physical therapy. My PT tailored my rehab to my specific goals so that I was able to get back to doing the things that I love.
To get started on your road to recovery, call 952-2739 for Jamestown or 883-5611 for the Lemoore Clinic.
Where do teams go to get their custom printed apparel?
Original!
Where do companies go to get their corporate logo printed on shirts, caps, and jackets?
Originals, of course.
And where do fans go to get their Blue Jay and Jimmy apparel either off the rack or single-piece prints?
Originals! Originals!
There you have it, folks. For custom printed apparel, embroidery, and work apparel, it's Originals, 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. Open 9 to 5 weekdays.
At Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions for customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage, and auto loans to business banking services, at Unison Bank, we provide financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Honda ATV lineup is here to prove it's possible to work smarter and harder. With the power to get the job done, the technology to make it easier, and tried and tested quality to keep you moving forward. Find the Honda ATV that fits your needs at Gun & Reel Sports on 1st Street West in downtown Jamestown. Then you'll start to understand how life is better on a Honda. For riders 16 years of age and older, Honda recommends that all ATV riders take a training course and read the owner's manual thoroughly.
Your home for the Jamestown Blue Jays. AM 1400 KQDJ Jamestown and 107.1 K296 HH Jamestown.
Four-set slugfest tonight against Bismarck Century. Coach, long meeting with your team afterwards. What'd you say to them after this one in a real tough battle with the number 2 team in the state?
Well, we talked about the scores of every set. You know, they were close, and it wasn't, I mean, it was a bloodbath, basically. But I also talked about how each person could blame themselves. They could go home, talk to their parents, talk about things that they didn't do well, or it can go the other way and they can blame a teammate. And so we shouldn't be blaming ourselves, we shouldn't be blaming our teammates, because I thought we played well. I mean, a big step on the third set. We had chances to win the first, we had chances to win the second, we had chances to win the third, and we did win the third. So that's a good step in the right direction. You know, as far as finishing there in the fourth, I mean, sometimes you get tired, you know, and I don't know if that's the reason or not, but we have kids making little mistakes at the end that I'm hoping they don't make at the end of the year.
Did you feel like that's what it was? Was your side just a little bit tired as you got into set 4? Because this match really was. It was back and forth all night long and lots of blows on both sides.
Well, I thought that our passing was in defense got continuously better. I mean, there were times in the second set where they went on an 11-point run or something. Right. It was just crazy, and those kind of runs can really deflate a team, but we didn't let that happen, so I think that's something positive too. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not disappointed, but I also really feel like your kids competed hard, and I'm going to sleep well tonight. I really am. And we've got a lot of fans here. We got people coming from Moorhead, you know, like my parents. You know, it's Meet the Blue Jay night. It's a fun night, and I'm just going to say hi. I just think that
nail biter all the way.
No, right? That's the radio. That's Tina Ding.
Yeah, that's live radio.
That's the live radio. That's Tina Ding from Century. Her daughter plays for the Jimmies, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I feel like we gave them a good show, and we are disappointed, and I think that's fair.
Yeah. Battled in every set, though, tonight, like we said. You guys got 9 days off, though, now until you travel to Bismarck High. So how do you use these next 9 days to try and refresh and get going for a second stretch run?
Well, there's some things that we've been working on that you could tell we've gotten better at. So we're just going to keep working on those things. We just keep competing. I mean, we don't need to beat Century today. This is not. But the fact that we're competing at this level, we weren't at this level at the beginning of the season, even though we were at 7-0 or whatever it is. But we're getting better. We're at a good level right now. We're just going to hopefully keep getting better.
All right, Coach Hagler, appreciate your time.
Thanks so much.
Keep getting better, and the talk over the course of this entire year for Jamestown has been the fact that last season they started out the year so well, but they didn't continue to get better. Well, tonight, I can tell you for certain Jamestown looked a whole lot better than they did even just 2 weeks ago here at home. This is a team that's taking some big strides, and that's going to be a very tough outcome, the West Region and hopefully state tournament later this season. Jamestown falls in 4 sets, 26-24, 25-22 Century in sets 1 and 2, 25-23 Jamestown in the third set. They won the final 5 points of set 3 to force a fourth, and then 25-23 Century takes the fourth set. I mean, this was an all-out brawl back and forth between Jamestown and Century this evening, and we billed it as the top match in the state coming into play tonight, and it certainly was that here at Jamestown High School. We thank you for those of you who joined us on our Jamestown 1071 Sports YouTube page. We'll see you on Friday night for homecoming football against Watford City over there. Here on Jamestown 1071 AM 1400, let's go through your final